I've just been waiting for the facts and evidence to tell the true story of the night. Basically been at home, unemployed, unable to find work. My agent's been talking to a couple NFL teams, and you don't get much of a warning when you get a tryout, so you have to stay ready.
I owe it to this human being to do whatever I possibly can to draw as much awareness to his situation as possible, given how I botched my coverage of him during my first video, which I'm still leaving up that video, man. Like, if a mistake happens, a mistake happens. I'm not gonna run away. I'm not gonna hide from it. I'm a human. I made a horrible mistake, and I'm hoping to rectify my mistake with this video because we got some great news in regards to Araiza. So before we get to the content, we're gonna keep doing the $1,000 giveaways. I'm gonna announce a new giveaway winner each and every month to a subscriber that turns on our notifications on this channel. We announced the first group of giveaway winners on my community tab, and now that we get all that out of the way, break! Today's video is sponsored by SeatGeek. If you don't know what SeatGeek is, they're a ticketing app that makes purchasing tickets super simple. I got the app on my phone and it's by far the easiest way to purchase tickets to a variety of events, whether it's concerts, baseball, basketball, football, festivals, and more. SeatGeek puts tickets from all over the web in one place to make purchasing very, very simple. My favorite part about SeatGeek is they actually show you whether or not you're getting a good deal or not as you're browsing through potential tickets for events. Green dots mean you're getting a good deal, and red dots mean you're getting a bad deal. And right now they're hooking up my subscribers fat. When you use my promo code Mikerophone when you sign up for SeatGeek, you'll get $20 off of your purchase. That's promo code Mikerophone when you sign up at SeatGeek for $20 off of your first purchase. And thank you, SeatGeek, for the sponsor. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you a story that is very near and dear to my heart. In the 2015 to 2016 season, Baylor University had a defensive end that was truly a freak of nature, and he went absolutely viral during that season as a result of this picture right over here. His name is Shawn Oakman. Shawn Oakman became an internet meme as a result of his massive frame. This dude's muscles had muscles. He pretty much looked like DK Metcalf. If DK Metcalf played defensive end, he was 6'9", which made him even scarier. And he had a solid college career, although his final season in college wasn't nearly as successful. But unfortunately, in January of 2013, there was a Waco police report that alleged that Oakman physically assaulted a woman. According to the report, Oakman grabbed the alleged victim under her armpits and shoved her into brick walls and cabinets at her South Waco apartment. The alleged incident was about 6 months after Oakman enrolled at Baylor after being kicked off of the football team at Penn State University for physically assaulting a female cashier who reportedly tried to stop him from stealing food. On April of 2016, Oakman would get arrested for this. According to a police affidavit, Oakman met the accuser at a bar and asked if she wanted to go to his off-campus residence. They walked to Oakman's duplex where, according to the woman, he forced her into a bedroom, removed her clothes, forced her onto bed, and, well, you know the rest. A grand jury indicted Oakman on charges of second-degree felony sexual assault, and the trial of the case began on February 2019. At this point, Shawn Oakman went from a potential first-round pick in the 2016 NFL draft to completely undrafted. But he didn't give up on his football dream. He played in the American Arena League with the Triangle Torch. He then played with Champions Indoor Football. He played in the Spring League before giving the XFL a shot with the Los Angeles Wildcats. At this point, Shawn Oakman was acquitted of everything. They found him not guilty of sexual assault. But at this point, the damage has been done. COVID hit in 2020. He would play in 2021 in the CFL, and he also played in fan-controlled football, and he currently plays in the CFL. There's no chance he's going to make it to the NFL, because at this point, he's 31 years old, which is really sad, because in this particular case, it took so long to finally find out that Oakman was not guilty that he lost his career altogether. And more or less, we have a very similar situation here with Araiza. You see, during the 2022 NFL draft, the Buffalo Bills did something that was relatively atypical. They drafted a punter with one of their late draft picks. Usually you just sign the punter outright, and if you draft him, he's typically a really freaking good punter. And in the case of Matt Araiza, you could say this. He was the best player on San Diego State University's football team. That is saying something. For the best player on your team to be a punter is insane. And he was so good at punting that he got the nickname the Punt God. The Buffalo Bills would draft Matt Araiza, and very shortly after, there were reports of an alleged sexual assault that took place between Matt Araiza and his two friends of an underage girl at a party at San Diego State University the year prior. Buffalo Bills investigated, and the result of the investigation was just letting go of Matt Araiza altogether so he could figure his stuff out. And to be honest, I don't blame the Bills for taking this course of action. Given the context of the situation at the time, this was right after the NFL ruled on Deshaun Watson. They didn't want another risk in their league, which is really unfortunate because eventually we found out that these were all lies. Now, to give you an idea of how crazy this was, the LA Times published an article saying NFL punter Matt Araiza and two San Diego State football players accused in GAPE lawsuit. And as a result of this, Matt Araiza essentially lost his job. In December, we would find out that there were no charges filed against Matt Araiza and his ex-teammates in the SDSU case, primarily because there wasn't enough evidence to support this claim. And to be honest, at the time, I thought the reason for this was because, well, it's very difficult to prove sexual assault. I mean, yet over 22 masseuses accused Deshaun Watson of sexual assault during massages, but there was no video evidence. It was just their word. So ultimately, they just became civil lawsuit. And at the time, I thought this was the way that this case was trending. The only way you could really prove sexual assault is if you literally get caught in 4K. I mean, we're talking about some Jackson Mahomes type of situation here. Jackson Mahomes was caught on camera trying to assault a restaurant owner, and as a result, his future looks a little uncertain, and we have a video on that if you guys want to watch it. But in the case of Matt Araiza, this got really bizarre. I mean, there were videos leaking onto the internet of his alleged accuser at a party, essentially high-fiving her friend about sleeping with multiple guys at said party. She was caught on the record admitting that she lied about her age to get into this party, and her friends actually had a conscience about trying to spread this lie that she was involved in a gang rape. On top of this, evidence also concluded that Matt Araiza was nowhere to be found at said party at the time that this alleged incident took place. So ultimately, it was determined from multiple angles. From one, the woman not seeming traumatized from the alleged assault based upon her demeanor in the footage that they looked at from the party. Two, Matt Araiza not being able to be at the party. And three, the fact that all the accuser's friends and acquaintances are speaking out against her resulted in Matt Araiza being exonerated completely, which is good because unlike the Shawn Oakman situation, Matt Araiza actually has a chance at the NFL again. And it seems like the New York Jets are already giving him a shot. So according to Ian Rappaport, the New York Jets are working out ex-Bills punter Matt Araiza. Matt Araiza was waived by the Buffalo Bills last August after he was accused of participating in a gang rape while at San Diego State. The punter did not play last season. The workout comes 1 week after San Diego State said an internal investigation found no wrongdoing by Araiza in the alleged assault at an off-campus party in October of 2021. The San Diego County District Attorney's Office said last December that no charges would be filed against Araiza or any of his former Aztec teammates who were also accused in the reported assault. There's still a civil case against Araiza that remains active. Now, Ian Rappaport also says that I would not expect an immediate signing, but this could be the first of several workouts for Matt Araiza. This in of itself is just such good news. I mean, someone that was wrongly accused and was fully exonerated of any wrongdoing to get his opportunity in the NFL, which could guarantee himself and his bloodline generational wealth. I'm honestly really happy for the guy. I'm glad that society got this right. I'm glad that this isn't turning into Shawn Oakman 2.0 because this kid genuinely has a lot of talent. I felt like this would be a feel-good update to bring to you guys. We'll let you know when Matt Araiza officially gets signed. We'll try to hype him up before he gets signed and bring you any updates. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Aside from that, I'm your boy Mike, and I'm dropping our mic until our next upload.